Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. All things come to an end, and today will be the day that I take down this 120p layout. When it comes to a larger nature aquarium like this, there is definitely some additional planning that's necessary. So I thought I'd show you guys the process I follow for taking down aquariums like this one. You can see the water level is quite low. When I ran out of CO2 for the aquarium, I kind of just let it go. I unplugged the lighting and just fed the fish until today. First, I unplugged the heater and the filters, and I grabbed some 5-gallon buckets to collect water. Since it's going to be some time before I build a new layout here, I want to remove the fish and put them into a sort of quarantine system. If I have enough water saved, it'll be an easy transition for the fish, and it'll more or less feel like a regular water change for them. To make things easier, I probably could have just used an aquarium pump and a hose to move the water directly to the quarantine system, but I didn't mind carrying a few buckets around. This is a standard 40-gallon rimmed aquarium. It's nothing fancy. I'll be adding one of the filters from the 120p Aquarium to keep the water parameters stable. I wanted to get one more glass cleaning before the tank is broken down. I know I'll have to go through it again, but it's nice to get ahead on the work to make it a little bit easier later. I'm not usually good at catching fish. I took the 2-net approach here, where I used the small net to lure the fish into the larger one. It actually worked out really well, and I could catch them relatively easily with the water level being lowered enough. I caught a few Amano shrimp along the way, but I moved them into my other nature aquariums instead. After catching all of the cardinal tetras, I added them directly to my temporary aquarium. The water was all taken from the old aquarium at this point, so there was no concern of any adjustments in water quality. I added some more water from my RO system, so it essentially became a 20 to 25% water change on the aquarium. Back to the 120p, I thought it would be easiest to take the stones out next. If I tried removing the plants, it could easily cause some of the larger stones to tumble and potentially damage the glass. After removing the stones, I just put them onto the side for now, but I have plans to clean them later. When I remove the plants, to keep everything neat, I use my ADA Pro scissors to cut the plants into smaller clumps, so that way the entire carpet doesn't rip out at once. A lot of times I would be saving plants to reuse them in new layouts, but in this situation I'm throwing out all the plants and soil since it's been covered in various algae. You can see some of the cyanobacteria in the background after the back plants were removed. After all of the plants were removed, I pushed all of the soil onto one side of the aquarium so it would be easier to remove. All of the soil was placed into buckets, and I later let the soil out into my garden. The soil is biodegradable, so it seemed like the best way to discard it. Off camera, I used a wet dry vacuum to get the last bits of water out of the tank. Then it's time to scrub down the tank and get some of this algae and dirt off the glass. I have to say that this is by far my least favorite part of aquarium keeping. It's so time-consuming, tiring, and smelly to do this kind of work. Seeing the aquarium emptied and cleaned is such a relief, though. I start to appreciate the craftsmanship of the beautiful rimless aquarium, but especially view this as a clean slate, a sort of blank canvas to start to begin to envision and eventually build a brand new layout. The next several videos will focus on the new layout. I'm hoping to make a whole new video series covering many different topics like the ADA substrate system, some of the equipment upgrades I have planned, a hardscape video, planting video, and other things like that. So if you're interested in any of this, please subscribe so you can follow along for future uploads. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.